Hello and welcome back to this channel. My name is Temitope of Little Fit Craft. In today's class, I want to share with you how I made this granny square bucket hat. I used 3 colors in making this, and I didn't use tapestry needles to join. I didn't use single crochet to join. If you want to know how I join these squares together, kindly watch to the end. And this is how I made the shape of the bucket hat. And if you want to know how I made this also, kindly watch to the end. If this is what you'll be interested in knowing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, and don't forget to share also. For this granny square bucket hat, I'll be using this 4mm crochet hook. I'll be using this brand of Nigerian yarn, yarn. So I'll be using these 3 colors: white from my previous project, this yellow, and this golden yellow. So I'll be combining the 3 as you have seen in the thumbnail. So I'll be using scissors to cut off my yarn, and also tapestry needles to weave in necessary end. Now let's get right into the video.
Welcome to Little Feet Crafts.
So starting with our color white, I'm going to be making a magic ring. So this is our magic ring. I'll make chain 2. So this chain 2 counts as a stitch. So this is my first stitch. And I'll make 2 more double crochet. So this is 3 double crochet. I'll make chain 2. This chain 2 counts as our corner. So this is our first corner. So I'll make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. So I'll make chain 2, our next corner. I'll make 3 double crochet, chain 2, our third corner, and I'll make our last 3 double crochet, chain 2. That is our last corner. So at this point I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 3 double crochet with chain 2. Now let's slip stitch into the chain 2 space on chain 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are 4 corners. Now I'll be making chain 3. So this chain 3 counts as chain 2 and chain 1. So chain 1 counts as a double crochet, and chain 2 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Now I will leave this side and drop into this next corner, and I will make 3 double crochet, chain 2, which counts as our corner, and our next 3 double crochet. Remember I said there's one chain here, so I'll be making this chain on the side, chain 1. Now I'll jump into the next corner and make our 3 double crochet, chain 2, and next 3 double crochet. And on the side I'll make chain 1. So to the next corner I'll make 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 2, and next 3 double crochet, and I will make my next chain 1. So the chain 1 is our side, while chain 2 space is our corner space. Now let's go back into this previous corner that we skipped. So into this corner I will make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and I will make 2 double crochet. So I will now slip stitch into the chain on top of the chain 2. So at this point I have 3 double crochet, chain 1. Hope you understand. So this is the end of our color white. I will chain 1 and cut off it's my scissors. So I'm done with the white color. I'll pick the next color. So here we are, our next color. So I'll slip stitch, pick my square, and into any of the corner I'll just insert my hook and pull this. I'll make chain 2. Now into that same corner, I said chain 2, right? Into that same corner I'll make 2 more double crochet. So I made 2 more double crochet in addition to the chain 2, which counts as a total of 3 double crochet. So I'll make chain 1 and move on to this side, and into this side I will make only 3 double crochet. That is the side where I have only chain 1. So I'll make chain 1 and move into the next corner. As usual, into that corner I will make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet. I'll make chain 1 rather, and into the side I'll make only 3 double crochet. Chain 1, and into the next corner I'll make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. So I'll make chain 1, so chain 1 again, and into this next corner I'll make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. I'll make chain 1, and into this side I will make my 3 double crochet. Chain 1. Now we are back into this previous corner. So into that previous corner I will gently place my 3 double crochet, chain 2, and I will slip stitch on this chain 1 space. So this is what you should have at this point. Now next is to make our 3 double crochet. So this 3 double crochet count as 1 double crochet and 1 chain. Now into this side I'll make my 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, and into this corner I'll make my 3 double crochet, chain 1, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. and I'll make my chain 1. So this is how I'll continue round till I get to this point. So I'll come back and show you how to go about this last corner. So we are back into that previous corner. Now into this corner, I will make my 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet, and I will gently slip stitch into the on top of the chain 2 so it can give us our chain 1 space. Remember, if you want it bigger than this, just continue working in round and until you get your desired width and length. That is your desired measurement. So for my granny square bucket hat, I'll be needing these 5 squares. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 in the middle. So 1 will be in the middle. This will be the crown, and this will be the 4 corners of the hat. Next now is to join this together. So I'll be showing you how to join this to complete our bucket hat. I want to explain something briefly. If you are working with one color of yarn for this granny square, remember you don't need to cut off any at any point. Just keep working. So I will advise you work these 4 corners first, and on the last, which is the 5th corner, you won't cut off. You just use it to join to the rest. Hope you understand. So since I'm joining with another color entirely, let's start joining, and I'll be introducing my last color, which is the color for the joining. Another thing I want to explain again. Actually, this granny square should be 5 rows in total, and I have 1 2 3 4. This is 4 rows, so I'm using the 5th row to join. So if you are joining with a single crochet or a tapestry needle, you are going to be working in 5 rows, a total of 5 rows. But since I'm joining with my last row, I'll be making 4 rows, and I'll be joining with the 5th row. Hope you understand. So let's make our 5th rows and join as you go. So this is my 3rd color. So I'll be grabbing one of the square. Chain 2 and 2 more double crochet, chain 1, three double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 2, and my next 3 double crochet, and I'll make my chain 1. I'll make my next 3 double crochet, I'll make chain 1. Now I worked from this point, from this 3 double crochet chain 1, I worked here and I worked here. So I made only chain 1 here, and at this point I'll be introducing my new square. So I'll be setting this aside at the back and I'll be joining as I walk. So into the first corner, just yarn over and insert your hook into the new square and make your first 3 double crochet, chain 1. Now gently remove your hook like this and insert it into the next space. This is the next space, and use your hook to pull out your strand of yarn like this and work your next 3 double crochet in the next space. Remove your hook and insert your hook into the next space and use it to pull out your strands of yarn like this and work your next 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove your hook and insert it into the next space, pull it out, yarn over and work your next 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove your hook and insert it into the next space, pull out a strand of yarn, yarn over and work your next 3 double crochet. So we are at the corner stitch. Make your chain 1, remove your hook, insert it into this next corner and pull out your strands of yarn, make another chain 1 and work your next 3 double crochet in that corner. So this is what you should have at this point. Look at how perfect the joining is. Look at how perfect. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. Now we are going to walk down to this point and we are going to walk up here. So we are going to walk just as we've been working before. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, work your corner and walk right back into this next corner, if you understand. So I'll join you here. So we are in the next corner. So into this next corner, I'll be making only 3 double crochet and chain 1. Remember, I'm not working here yet. So now I want to join my next granny square. So I'll join 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is our third granny square. Just as I did here, that's what I'll be doing here. So I made 3 double crochet and chain 1. So gently yarn over and work your first double crochet in this stitch. Chain 1, remove your hook and join, yarn over and into the next space, work your 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove your hook and insert it into the next space, pull it out and work your next 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove your hook, insert it into the next space and work your 3 double crochet. Chain 1. Remove your hook and insert into the next space, yarn over, and we are in our next corner. So chain 1, and I will insert it into the corner space. I will pull it out, work my next chain 1, and work my last 3 double crochet in that corner space. So next is to work your 3 double crochet chain 1 down here and down here, and I'll be joining my 4th square off camera. Hope you understand. So I'll join just as I did here and here. I'll join here also. So I'll come back and show you how to join the 5th corner. So I'll be working from this point. I'll be working down here. I'll continue working here. I'll continue working here till I get to this point. So let's start. So I've made my first 3 double crochet, chain 2, and my next 3 double crochet. Chain 1 and 3 double crochet. Chain 1, chain 1. Now we are back into this is our first corner, so this is the second corner. Now into that corner I'll work 3 double crochet, chain 1, and I will slip stitch into this first stitch, and I will slip stitch again into this next stitch, and I'll make my chain 1. So by doing so, this will be complete and this will be complete. So I make chain 1 and I'll work my next 3 double crochet. So look at it. This is what should I have. Chain 1 and our next 3 double crochet. So this is our next corner. So I want to repeat what I did here. So I want you to see very well. So I've made it my chain 1, and I will work 3 double crochet, and I will make my chain 2 and chain 1 rather. I intentionally made chain 1 so this space won't be too wide. So I'll slip stitch into this first stitch, and I'll slip stitch into this next stitch. This is the next square. Hope you understand. Next 3 double crochet. Hope you understand. I'll chain 1 and work my next 3 double crochet. So this is what I should have at this point. So chain 1, so I'll continue working till I get to this next corner. I'll come back and show you what to do next. So I'm on the last corner. On this last corner, I'll gently make my only 3 double crochet and chain 1. So I'll leave this place unworked because I'll be working there later. So now I want to join these 4 corners to this only 1 corner. So I want you to watch carefully. So I'll turn this to the back like this and grab my very last square. I'll yarn over and work my first 3 double crochet, chain 1. I will insert my hook and work and pull through just as we've been pulling while joining this side. I will work my next 3 double crochet, so I'll chain 1, remove my hook and insert it into the next space, pull it out and yarn over, work my next 3 double crochet. I'll chain 1, remove my hook and insert it into the next space and work my next 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove your hook, insert it into the next space, pull it out. Now we are in our first corner. I'll yarn over and work my first 3 double crochet, chain 1. So instead of working into this corner and into this corner, I'll be working into the middle of this square. That is the middle of this and this. Remember, we have 1 corner here and 1 corner here. We won't be working separately. We won't be working it separately. I will now insert my hook into the middle of the 2 corners and use my hook to pull out the yarn. I'll make my next chain 1 and work my next 3 double crochet. So I'll chain 1, remove my hook. Remember, we've joined these 2 corners together, so we are not working in any of the corners here. Now I will insert my hook into the next space, not this corner, the next space. I'll pull my strand of yarn and work my next 3 double crochet. I will chain 1 and work my next 3 double crochet. I will chain 1, remove my hook, insert it into the next space, pull it out and work my next 3 double crochet. Chain 1. I will insert my hook into the next space. This is the next space. Pull out my strand of yarn. So I'll work my 3 double crochet in the next corner. I'll make my chain 1. Remember I said we are not working in individual corners of these 2 squares. We are joining the 2 squares together. So I'll just insert my hook into the middle of the corners of the squares like this. This is the middle. Look at the middle. This is the corner and this is the corner. So we are not working in any of the corners. We are working right in the middle of the 2 corners. So I'll gently pull out my yarn like this and make my next chain 1 and work our second set of 3 double crochet. Remember I'm still working around this 5th corner. So I'll chain 1, remove my hook and insert it into this next space, not the corner. And I'll work my 3 double crochet. So always pull your strand of yarn tightly, not to make this joining to be loose. Chain 1, remove your hook just as we've been doing. So we are in our next corner. As usual, I will make my 3 double crochet, chain 1. I will insert my hook into the middle of the 2 squares like this and pull out my strand of yarn and make my second chain and work my second set of 3 double crochet in that same corner of the 5th square. Hope you understand. Remove your hook and insert it into the next space, which is not the corner. Now let's continue working. Remember, if you have another simpler way of joining your square, just simply work your 5 squares and join it the way you want to join it. I mean 5 squares and 5 rows of each squares, not 4, 5 rows. Remember I'm still working with my 5th square. Look at it, it's getting into shape. Now I will insert my hook into the next corner and pull out my strand of yarn like this. Now into the very last corner of our 5th granny square, I will insert my 3 double crochet, chain 1. I will remove my hook and insert it into the very last corner of that previous 4 granny squares I joined together. I will pull this out and make my next chain 1 and slip stitch into this space. That is the 3 double crochet of that 5th granny square. Now I will slip stitch into the next 3 double crochet that comes after it. Make my chain 1 and work 3 double crochet. So let me show you what we have. This is our the fifth one, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, I didn't join this last when I made the 4 granny square. Remember, I didn't join one. I didn't work on the on one part of the side of the square. Remember, I will share the clip. I skipped one part, so now I want to work back into it. And while working back into it, we want to join this together so that our heart can be round like this. Now I've made my first 3 double crochet in that corner space. I will make my chain 1, remove my hook. Remember, we are not working in any of the corners again, so I'll just insert my hook into the next space, pull my strand of yarn, and work my next 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove my hook, chain 1, so this is the next space. Pull your strand of yarn and into this corner space, that is the previous corner space we skipped. We did only 3 double crochet. Insert your next 3 double crochet, 2 and 3. So I'll chain 1, remove my hook, and into this very last corner I will insert my hook and pull out this yarn, chain 1 and join. So this is the end of our joining. So look at what we have. So this is our joining. So let's start with our bucket shape we get. Now, to do that, I will be working 1 single crochet on each of the stitches, and on this chain 1 I'll be working 2 together. So let's start so I can show you. Now into this stitch I'll work 1 single crochet. Into this next stitch I'll work half single crochet and insert it into this next chain 1 space and join it together. So I'll work 1, 2, and this is the third one. I will work half single crochet and insert my hook into the chain 1 space and work my second single crochet, that is single crochet 2 together. So this is how I will continue. 2, and into this third one I will join together. 1, 2, 3. Now into these 2 previous corners that we joined together, I will simply work my single. Let me go back again. So 1, 2, and this is the third one. I'll work half single crochet and I will jump right into this first stitch of these 3 double crochet on my right side and work and join it together like this. So I'll show you again. So I'm in the next two corners, so I will work my first single crochet, next single crochet, and into the third double crochet of that 3 double crochet, I will insert my hook and pull the strand like this and insert it into the first double crochet of these 3 double crochet of the next corner, and I will make my 1 double crochet. So on the next one I will reduce this again. So this is our last 3 double crochet. So I'll just insert my hook into the third double crochet like this and slip stitch into the first single crochet to close that round and chain 2. Now this is our edge circumference. The effect of this is just to close the edge circumference a little bit so it won't be too slacky. Hope you understand. By doing this, your edge circumference will be too slacky to be fit on the head. Now let's start our bucket art, our bucket shape. Now into this, each of the stitches round, I'll be going in with 2 double crochet. I'll be going in with 2 double crochet round, and I'll come back and show you what to do next. So next is to slip stitch, and this is what you should have at this point. So I'll be working 2 rows of 1 double crochet in each of the stitches. So I'll work 1 double crochet, and when I get to the last stitch, I'll slip stitch and make another row of 1 double crochet. And at this point, this is what you should have. So look at how beautiful and neat our art is. And look at the shape of the bucket. So next is to weave in all my ends, and I'll come back and show you how it looks like. So I'll be doing that off camera. So I've finally weaved in all my ends, and this is what I have at this point. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification button so you won't miss any of our new videos, and don't forget to like and share. And if you have any question, kindly drop it in the comment section. If you need any help on making any crochet piece, kindly also ask. I can try my best on making a tutorial about it. So I'll be seeing you in my next video.